Okay. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you've not been at my channel before, my name is Danny and I talk about whatever I feel like might help someone out there. So my video today, as you could see in the description, is about anxiety. That's basically the major reason why I haven't uploaded in like 2 months, because I dealt with really bad anxiety and I just didn't feel like uploading a video. But now I feel mentally and emotionally stable enough to talk about my anxiety and to share that with the world, and hope that it will help someone out there to deal with their anxiety, to recognize that they maybe have it, and to just, I don't know, help another person. So I honestly don't even know how to start this video. I just really wanted to make one and upload one without starting to cry. How my anxiety manifested was during COVID. I felt really bad. I was really lost, like many of us probably were, losing their jobs, losing their daily routines, and just not being able to work out, seeing friends. All this really affected a lot of people. How I realized it was more than just me being affected by it and being sad was that for like 1 or 2 weeks I was just really feeling so down that I would wake up in the morning crying and just not knowing why to even start this day. Like I would just wake up and just have no motivation for anything at all, and it was really weird. And I first thought that I just got depression, because I had depression when I was younger, when I was in my teens, and I realized that can't be it. I went to therapy for depression and I pretty much overcame it. Like it never goes away, but I know how to recognize it, how to deal with it. Like I know what it is, and this just didn't feel the same. So I was like, that's a bit weird. It doesn't feel the same. It like days where I felt amazing and I was motivated and I was just my happy, bubbly, funny self, and then the next day, without any major reason, I'll just be so down and so depressed and so sad, and I didn't know what's happening with me. Because like when you're depressed, when you have depression, you're pretty much depressed every day, and I didn't feel that way. Like all the videos I uploaded before were like filmed during when I was feeling really down and really low, but it's like it was up and down. When I tried to explain it to my friends and my family, it just, they didn't understand. They didn't know how to deal with it, because I mean I didn't even know. So I had really bad panic attacks, and I mean I had panic attacks before. Like a year ago I had maybe like 2 that I can remember, but this time it was just coming so much. Because of my past, I feel like I have to always be in control. Like I always want to control everything around me, and I always want to be on top of my emotions and feelings and my thoughts and everything. And with anxiety, it's not the case, and it like became a circle of like me feeling like, why can I not control this? Why is it getting me down one day and then another day it's not there? Like it was really bad. And then one day it was that bad that I called Lifeline. So Lifeline is like a self-help hotline here in Australia, and I just honestly didn't even know what to do anymore. I wasn't suicidal, I wasn't anything like that, but I just saw no point in life anymore. Like not in a way of being suicidal, but in a way of like, how do I get my passion back? What is wrong with me? And then so I talked to that person on the phone for like an hour, and it just honestly really helped, because I've been talking to my friends before and my family, and they just didn't understand. They didn't really know how to help me with that. But when I talked to that lady on the phone, she told me I probably have anxiety and that I might help if I seek professional help. So after that happened, I went to my GP and I got my mental health plan, and I started seeking out for therapists. And I've had 2 sessions now with my therapist through like for working through my anxiety and to figure out coping mechanisms. And also now with my anxiety, my abandonment issues are coming up that I thought I've already dealt with. But when I'm like really anxious, I get really bad abandonment issues and really bad insecurity issues, and it's just all coming together. So that's how I realized that something was up with me. Every day I was just happy and sad, and like nothing had to happen for me to feel really anxious the next day. And like sometimes I had days where it was a really bad day. Like the other day I got punched in the face, was standing up against the races, and I didn't feel anxious, I didn't get anxiety, I didn't get a panic attack. And there was, for normal people, a cause to get that, and I was like, no, I didn't get anything. Like I still think it was the right thing and I still would do it again. But then if nothing happens in my life as well and everything goes, it's normal, I just feel like I'm just so scared of everything, and I just feel so lonely. And it's like, and nothing had to happen, and that's why I was so confused about it, because there was like no major thought or anything that happened that caused that feeling. What my mistake was, when I felt panic attacks coming up, I would just push them away until it just broke out one time and I just had a panic attack for like an hour. And I just, oh, it's really deep. Like, that's a really emotional video because I've literally just started dealing with anxiety, so I still obviously don't really know how to control it because I had 2 therapy sessions now, and like I did feel panic attacks coming up in the past few weeks, and I, like, most of the time got to get myself through it by like talking myself through it and breathing and just thinking, but it's still really hard. Like, I felt really anxious today, to be honest. I just moved into a new house and it's like my own place, my first place where I live by myself, and so it's just me and my cat, and I just kind of felt lonely. Like, even when I was around people, I like the whole weekend I spent with friends and I just felt still so lonely. Like, I can be around people and I can still feel like I don't belong there, and that's when my anxiety comes up. When I get anxious, I just get scared of losing everyone and not belonging anywhere. Usually I don't think like that. Like, when I'm just my normal self, I know that I'm so much worth, like everyone is worth so much, and I know that I'm loved and I have friends and I have family who are always there for me. But when I feel anxious, it just feels like there's no one around, and I don't even want to reach out to anyone because I don't know how to explain them that. It's really bad. And the last 2 weeks, so the week before I moved, I had a really bad week. Like, I was really anxious the whole time, and I left work earlier because I just couldn't handle it, and I just felt so bad for it because I always want myself to be like a hard worker and to be accountable and to be reliable, and then I'm at work and I'm just so anxious and I get a headache and I can't speak, and it's just like I just feel this panic coming up in me, and I'm like, I can't stay at work. And then at one point I texted my manager again, like, hey, is it okay if I leave earlier today, because I don't feel like I can stay the whole shift. I just feel really anxious. I had a really bad panic attack last night and I don't know if I can do the whole shift. And so she was answering me, like, she was texting, and I was just feeling like, oh my god, she's gonna fire me. And like, obviously no one would fire you for having anxiety, but I just felt that way. Like, I was just, that's where my anxiety comes up, where I feel like, oh my god, I'm not good enough, she's gonna fire me and everything is gonna go wrong and I'm not gonna have a job anymore and I'm not gonna be able to afford anything. And it's just like this overthinking and you can't stop it. And it's really hard for me because, for example, my friends and my family, they were really confused because they were seeing that I'm uploading all these videos and I'm uploading all these like motivational quotes on my Instagram, but then they know that in the back I'm like slowly breaking apart because of my anxiety, and they were like, are you having a fake persona right now? Like, what is this? What is going on? And I'm like explaining them, no guys, that's how I am, that's who I am. Like, I am motivational, I'm positive, I'm always trying to see the good in everything and always trying to keep going. But when anxiety comes, it's like I'm a different person. And that's what pissed me off so much, because it's just like, it just doesn't feel like me. It just feels like it's a different person in me, and it's so annoying. Not in a way of like having multiple personalities, but like in a way of, this is my weak side and I don't like it, and where is it coming from, and why is it there, and why is it controlling me? And so why I'm in therapy now is to learn how to control my anxiety and how not to let my anxiety control my life. And it's really hard. I just get anxious like out of nowhere for like a few days or one day or even just 2 hours, and then it goes away and then it comes again, and it's like, I don't know when it's gonna come. I don't know why it is coming. Like, it just comes and goes whenever it wants. And I remember going through really, really bad panic attacks where I felt like I was dying. Like, it's really severe, guys. Like, anxiety is not a joke. Like, people are like, oh, I'm so depressed, I'm so anxious. No, guys, like, depression and anxiety is a real deal. And just because people can't see it, like a broken leg, no one talks about it, you don't know. Like, I might be on the street, I might be smiling, no one sees it, you know? And it's just like something that's going on inside of you, and no one understands if people didn't have it. You have to try to understand people. If you know that people around you have depression, have anxiety, and you don't understand it because obviously you never had it, that's okay. But then try to do the research and try to take them serious, and don't be like, oh, just be positive, everything is gonna be all right, don't worry about it. Like, yeah, it's amazing to say, and it's something I would say to someone who's just sad. But if someone is having a panic attack, if someone is depressed or anxious, it doesn't help to say all these things. Like, it just really doesn't. And it just makes it worse, because then the person feels like, yeah, you're right, everything is fine, why do I feel this way? And that's how I felt. Like, when I decided to move to my own place, I knew it was the right decision, and I still think it is the right decision. The move and like the week prior was so hard, because then again my anxiety came up and I was like, oh my god, what if that's the wrong decision, and what if I can't afford this place, and what if this and that, and I was just overthinking everything again. And I'm like, of course I'll be able to afford it. I've lived in Australia for 4 years and I've always been able to afford my rent and stuff, so why would I be able to afford this just because it's on my name? But it's like, that's what I mean, like it just comes up, and like everyone is obviously overthinking and feeling stressed before a move, and feeling stressed when they start something new, and all that stuff. But with anxiety, it's like, it's next level. Like it's just really next level. And it was really hard because, like I said, I didn't have it before. Every time I moved, I kind of felt sad about it, but I was always so excited about the new chapter and a new start. And this time I was just anxious and just scared, and sometimes it came up where I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited and it's gonna be amazing. But most of the time I just felt like, oh my god, this is so wrong, why am I doing this? When I feel anxious, when I feel the panic attacks coming up, that's when I'm just like, okay, breathe, it's just the anxiety, you can deal with this, don't let it take over. You know it's not you, you know it's just the thoughts in your head, and it's gonna go away, just breathe through it. So what really helped me is the Wim Hof breathing method. When I feel my anxiety coming up, like when I feel a panic attack coming up, I just do the breathing method. Like I would even do it in a bus and people would look at me and I just don't care. But it is really, really helpful. Also seeing my therapist and talking about it, and then also working through my other issues that obviously weren't like completely gone and will never be. Knowing how to deal with them, getting a bit stronger, and just learning how to deal with my issues is really helpful. To wrap this video up, I just wanted to share my experience, and I just wanted to give anyone out there who feels the same way hope that it will be alright. Like I know when you're going through it, it just feels so bad. Like it just feels like there's no one around who understands you, and you feel so lonely, and you feel so scared, and you feel like everything is gonna go wrong, and that's okay. Like that's what anxiety does, and just don't let it control it. Like you're not the only one out there who has that, and I can tell you, I know how you feel because I went through it so many times now in the last few months, and it is hard. And especially a panic attack is just, it's not fun. It's not fun at all when you're going through a panic attack and you can't breathe and you're shaking and you're crying, and it's like your heartbeat is racing and you legit feel like you're gonna die. That's so scary. Like it's so scary. But just remember, a panic attack takes maybe 20 minutes, and everything after that is just your head keeping it going and keeping it going for longer. So just feel it and let it happen, and just go through it. Like don't push it away, don't try to make it go away, and let it happen, breathe through it, and know it's gonna be alright. Like that's something I had to learn. It really helped me now, and I don't feel like dying anymore because I know I'm not gonna die. But it's just something, yeah, I just wanted to share. And if it helps anyone out there, definitely seek professional help if you feel that way. Like don't try to be the strong one like I did and being like, no, I can do this myself. And sometimes it doesn't work. Like you don't have a broken leg or pain in your body anywhere for months and don't go to the doctor for it. Like you don't try to heal it yourself. Why are we trying to heal our mental health ourselves? Like if you really feel that way for months and weeks and it just doesn't go away, then there's probably something wrong, and then it's okay to seek help and see a therapist. To be honest, all of us should see therapists, and all of us should talk to psychologists, because we all are in some way fucked up. So it's been really helpful, and I really like my therapist. She's a really nice lady, and I feel like she really understands me. She really takes time to like talk to me, and I was really lucky that I found her straight up, because when I was younger, it took me sometimes 5 sessions with 5 different therapists to find someone I actually really liked and I connected with. So I was so lucky that this time I found her so fast, and I was connecting with her so easily. And it is expensive, but if you talk to your insurance about it, and if you go to your GP first and they give you a referral, your insurance might cover the whole cost or cover a part of it, and it's honestly really worth it. You go to the gym, you eat healthy because you're taking care of your body, and you should also take care of your mind, and it shouldn't be too expensive, or it shouldn't be like, oh, I can't afford this, because I honestly can't really afford it. I'm a student, I just moved, I started working again. It's just worth it to me because it's my mental health, and I would rather take care of that now and learn how to deal with that now while it's so fresh and so new in my life, than trying to like deal with it myself and in a few months, years down the road just breaking down because I just never dealt with it. So yeah guys, I just hope it helped someone of you. I didn't want to have like a pity party for myself or anything, or like seeking attention. it's actually a really hard topic for me to talk about, but I wanted to open up, and I hope that if at least one person out there feels like they understood, they're seen, and they got something out of this video, I hope that that happened and that would make me really happy. And if it did, please leave a comment or DM me, or I don't know, just like it, whatever. You don't even have to do anything. If it just helped you, I'm happy with that. So yeah, that was my video for today. I'm sorry that it was so dark and so sad and triggering, because usually my videos are like uplifting and happy, and but this one was like a bit I felt like it was really important to get that out there. And my next videos will be more happier again and more about motivation, law of attraction, and all the other things I do. Life is not always just happy and fun. We're humans, we have ups and downs. That's okay, and we just have to learn to deal with that. And I feel like social media is so fake nowadays. Everyone just seems happy all the time, and that's what gets me. Like when I'm really anxious and I'm looking through stories of my friends, I get even more anxious, because I'm like, everyone else is so happy and everyone seems so perfect. But then when I actually talk to them, we all feel the same way sometimes. So it's okay to open up, it's okay to be vulnerable, and it's okay to have problems and talk about them. So that's what I did now. Yeah, I'm gonna try to upload some more videos now that everything is going back to normal for me. I feel like I will have more motivation and more energy mentally and emotionally to make more videos and upload them and just be out there and help people again. And yeah, that's basically what I wanted to say. I see you guys in my next video, and I hope you enjoyed this and it helped someone again. Yeah, okay, bye guys, see you.